So here we are down in the garden. If you've been following our videos, you know the first year that we did not have these raised boxes in here. And because it's on a slope, we kind of tiered the garden. We got an okay crop, and then Miami read about the Mint Leader system, so we went ahead and put in raised boxes, and in the boxes we put in sawdust and sand. And again, we had a pretty good year last year. There were a couple things that didn't grow that we were hoping that might grow. So at the end of the season, we added mushroom compost. So it's kind of half mushroom compost, sand, and sawdust right now. And because we're moving, I'm not going to put in a huge garden this year, but I have planted some things. So let me show you. Hey ladies, how are you doing this morning? Huh? Just hanging in your tunnel? So I've got some tomato plants, some pepper plants, a couple of cucumber plants. I found some stevia, which I thought was really cool. I put that up in a pot so we can take it with us to West Virginia when we head out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff in. I'm going to put the tomato plants in right here. This is where we had some of the tomato plants last year. You can see we've already got the strings up here.
Well, that's big electric fence line. That's what that is. That's not going to break. And this is 150-pound sisal, so this is not going to break. So you tie these up, and then what you have to do is figure out, some people say you just wrap this line around the plant as it grows. And then I found these, again on YouTube. These are so cool. These you just take and you put them on the line like that, you close it, and it binds on the line, and then you snap it around the plant. We use these on all of the climbing plants that need, even when we're training like a cucumber that has tendrils that grow onto it, onto the line, we still use these to teach it how to grow.
All right, now let's get these potatoes planted. Ah, look at this lovely dirt. So easy to dig through. It's nice and soft, nice and loose. I'm gonna put them about wrist deep. Here are my two sweet pepper plants. We're not hot pepper people. Hot pepper people. Right here in this bottom tier, I'm going to go ahead and plant my cucumbers. If I can find my shovel. And the herb garden's coming back. Look at how lovely, lovely my rosemary is right there. My lemon balm. My sage. All the sage. That's my pineapple sage. And then I just planted some basil. Nothing like fresh basil on fresh tomatoes. So these are the stevia plants. Hopefully they're going to grow nice and big. They're perennial, so they'll come back every year. Like I said, I put them in a pot so we can take them with us. Stevia and monk fruit are natural sweeteners, and your body processes these sweeteners differently than any other kind of sugar. These don't cause the insulin spikes that many other sugars do. You can take the leaves and you can put them in your tea or in your coffee to sweeten it. You can dry the leaves and grind it up and put it in things like, I don't know, on your cereal, any place that you want to just have some natural, good for you sugar.
What are you doing?
I am going to water all my things that I got planted in the garden.
I like how you've marked them so we know what's coming up in the ground that all looks the same.
Well, the only thing I've got coming up over there is lettuce. So everything else is already up.
I thought I saw in your video you planted potatoes.
I did, but they're, see, you can tell that's a potato.
Yeah.
If you can't tell potatoes from lettuce, then you probably don't need to be gardening.
Didn't we have a problem last year knowing what was planted and what wasn't?
No, what we had trouble with is that we didn't mark the dates that we put them in. So for things that weren't coming up, we didn't know if it was because we had just planted them or they weren't coming up. The squirrels got them like with the corn.
Didn't you just make my point for me?
No,
Okay.
they're already up.
Okay.
Right, so.
Most scared of electrical. Okay, so there we go.
All right, ready? Fingers crossed, right? Been
Yep.
all winter?
Been all winter. I see water. What's in here?
Nothing.
Oh, watering nothing.
We're watering nothing.
Oh, we got
the worms.
tomatoes.
Yeah, there's tomatoes now.
All right, we can see the tomatoes. Tomatoes being watered there with their sprinkler system.
And these guys right here were actually volunteers that came up in the fall that I put in pots, and we had them down in the basement all winter. We just put them in the ground.
Cool.
So I'm not sure this one's going to make it, but this one's got a lot of new growth on it.
Yeah, that one looks good.
And I think we're good. So
All
like
right.
I said, I'm not doing much of a garden this year, but we're going to be in West Virginia soon, and we're looking forward to getting the garden going there. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and smash that like button.